Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
When you look at the schedule, Alabama A&M, you take care of business. There's nothing like the first game. Take care of that one. Arkansas State, there's so many people that's been waiting for this one now. And so you better make sure that's a Super Bowl game. Hey, and you're going to Little Rock. And so now you're 2-0 in the me, or then, and I can look ahead because I'm on the sideline. Now you circle that third one. Circle that real big. You gotten better. You 2-0, get better each week. And then, boy, I tell you what, that's the one.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I don't know how it's been for the rest of you guys, but this week has just flown by for me. I mean, we've spent the last 2 or 3 days talking about the great stadium debate, part 5, but we got a huge ball game. I mean, a huge ball game on Saturday night, and I enjoyed being at the Catfish Hole last night, just kind of turning the focus on the game, and everybody was in a good mood, and I'm ready to go to Mississippi. How many times do you ever say that, man? I'm ready to go to Mississippi.
I mean, listen, this is the time of year that you just heard Houston Nutt in the open that we've been waiting for, this third and pivotal game. It used to be Alabama. Early in the year,
right.
You were going to find out what kind of season you would have. Didn't mean it was going to be terrible if you lost the game, but if you beat Alabama
an early barometer.
In that September game, you had a chance to have a great year. You know, and just because you don't win game 3 or whatever doesn't mean it's not going to be, but it just gives you an early indication like, oh, this could be pretty good. And that's the kind of game this feels like in Oxford on Saturday. Man, you could feel it last night. I was listening to you and Coach Pittman and Xavier Story and Cory Robinson and the people at the Catfish Hole, and that sounded like a big-time game was about to happen. You could just feel the energy.
Well, you had 2 big-time players. You know, that was a big part of it. And, yeah, you can feel, you could feel it last night. And I think it's going to be a great game. Let me say this, too. Cory Robinson, that is one large young man. I mean, XXXL. And he
that's what you want with your left tackle.
Let me tell you something.
And he can move.
When he walked in the room, we just started the show. I mean, just started it. And he walked in, and it was like a shadow. You know, it was like he walked in the back door, there was a shadow over the whole place.
He was there.
Yeah, he was there. And he's a big guy. He really is.
That's how it feels when Bart walks into a room, but for different reasons.
Yes. It's just a long shadow with Bart.
Well, you can't even see him, and you have to look around, and you're like, but the room feels different.
Yeah.
His presence has entered the building. Good morning, Bart.
Hi, Bart.
Good morning.
Yeah, we're gauging Bart early on today.
Yeah, got to have the Bart.
I said good morning, and I got a mumble back.
Yeah, we both said good morning.
I said morning, fellas.
But it was
under
a mumble.
your breath.
It was
under
a mumble.
your breath as
it
you
was
walked
an
away.
uncertain.
Sorry, I was focused.
That's
Sorry.
fine. I can relate to that.
I was just focused. I was in the zone.
He was locked in.
I can relate to that. If that's where I am, you won't get anything back from me. I won't even know what you said. I believe me, I've been told that for years.
Yes.
Is it true?
It's very true.
Yeah.
Now I'm not going to say anything, but
so we're all clear.
We all have our little
know.
idiosyncrasies.
I know.
That's right.
I know. I may not know it in the moment, but I'm aware. I'm aware these things happen. Chuck had some fun with Cory Robinson last night talking about that block he threw in the Arkansas State game. Where, he pulls, goes way out wide, and he gets to, like, the second level of the defense and
Just
finishes a guy off to spring Mike Washington's touchdown run that was buffering on ESPN Plus from War Memorial Stadium.
Now, let's just start with the block. Let's just get this out of the way right now. I don't know if that guy's still tumbling, but you knocked him into next week. That had to be a great feeling. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was amazing. We were practicing that play all week, so we already had it ready. They lined up in the exact formation in the exact front that we thought they were going to give us. And I just remember going around the edge and seeing the safety, and I thought he was going to try to shake me or, like, cut underneath. And I was like, oh, he looking at me like dead in my eye. So I knew he was going to try to go head up with me, and I was like, I got to run through him. And that was all I was thinking, is run through his face. That was all I thought.
Well, it looks kind of like you did that.
That's great. He made Chuck laugh out loud.
That was beyond your broadcaster's chuckle.
That was a belly
there.
laugh.
Yeah, that was not what we normally get at Sam Pittman Live. That was far
Well,
beyond.
can you imagine? I
was
mean,
not bad.
that guy for A-State, I mean, that was not their biggest
No,
player.
I can see it too.
Yeah,
Just
but it's
you.
like, you eyeballing me, man?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, let me throw you into next week.
You just described what it looks like when he walks into the room.
Yeah.
And that safety, he's going to make that mistake once.
Yes, that's exactly right. That was a one-timer. Now, he probably won't face a left tackle like that in the Sun Belt, but yeah, he got a taste of it right there.
So what was the vibe? I heard it. I felt it. Like big game, big energy. Everybody's anticipating, but there's an air of confidence. Like somebody, maybe Edward said, are they feeling themselves a little bit? You know, because I was telling him about this, and he was pulling clips. And I don't know if they're feeling themselves, but this team, they haven't lacked confidence from the moment we started doing interviews with them in the summer and throughout fall camp.
If you're going to go to Ole Miss and win on Saturday night, you better be feeling yourself. Because if you're not, you're going to get eaten alive. I mean, this is going to be, and I know they don't have a 100,000-seat stadium, but this is a night game on the road at a place where they pride themselves on their partying ability. And they'll be juiced and ready by the time that game kicks off. So you better have some attitude walking in there. I don't mean over the top, but you better feel like it's still your house. And it's not, but you got to go in there with the attitude that it is. And I'm anxious to see how they execute. I'm anxious to see if they match that moment. The fact that their quarterback is their best player and he's played on the road in the league before at night does give you some confidence. I'm not saying it's going to be the deciding factor, but it might be. There's pressure on Ole Miss too. I mean, there's pressure on everybody going into this game. And you got former teammates playing former teammates in some instances. So that adds to it. So it's, hey, let's go.
You mentioned Talon, and Pittman made quite a statement about him last night on the show.
He's thrown 10 touchdown passes. Is that right?
That's
10,
right.
10 in 2 games, and he's run the ball well. He runs the offense well. We ask him to do a lot of things, and he's basically Bobby Petrino out on the field, which a year ago he wasn't quite there. And, of course, when we played Ole Miss last time, he was also playing hurt. So we have a lot of faith in Talon Green, which we should, and I think we've gotten better around him to help him out too.
Pretty big statement.
Yeah.
He's Bobby Petrino out on the field. Now, the fact that he would even go in that general direction, and if Talon's anything like that with his grasp of the offense, I mean, listen, here's the thing. We talk about Petrino and how good he is all the time. But Petrino and any coach is only as good as the player who is executing for them, and did they get it? You could be the greatest coach with X's and O's in the world, but you're not great until your players are able to execute it. You can talk above their head. You can ask them to do things they can't actually pull off. But when they get what you're putting down and they're able to see it and feel it and do it, all the other things have to happen. You got to block it up, and you can't have MAs and all that stuff. But when a quarterback with an offensive coordinator gets it like that, and again, I don't think he's 100% there, but I think he's way further along than he was last year. That's when you really have a chance to have Petrino's offense be at the level that you kind of have expected it to be from his years as a head coach at Arkansas.
He's always going to see things that his quarterback doesn't see. He's always going to see things that the rest of us do not see. But I do think Talon and Petrino's thought process is obviously a lot closer, than it was a year ago. And yes, that is a high compliment for your head coach to say something like that. And going into a game like this, That's what you're going to need him to be. We've seen Arkansas play some just epic battles down there at Ole Miss over the years. The common denominator, though, has been great quarterback play, that day. And that's what's required on the road. I mean, you have got to have a great quarterback performance on the road. You talk about Green throwing 10 TDs in 2 games. The only other Razorback that's done that's Mallet. And so, you're talking about a guy that's doing some things right now that we've not seen, at least on a regular basis. So competition's a lot tougher this week. And the guy that Cory Robinson knocked 10 yards last Saturday, he's not going to be playing this Saturday, at least not against the Razorbacks. So the assignment's going to be tougher, and they know that.
It's the road game at night in the SEC that is the challenge.
It's the hardest game to win.
It doesn't matter even.
It doesn't matter.
Playing.
That's exactly right. It doesn't matter where you go.
You're playing a good team.
You're playing a good team. Every team in the league, if they are on that night and you are not, I don't care if you're up at the top. Every team in the league, regardless of where they are in the standings, if they play a great game and the other team doesn't, that team's got a chance to win. And when you're on the road on a Saturday night, I mean, look, every talk show in every SEC town has someone like Bart railing against 11 a.m. kickoffs. Everybody wants a night game. And that's when you feel like, and generally that is when you play your best.
And Kiffin's built the football culture there. I mean, they have gotten to the point where they want to win. It used to be at Ole Miss, let's have a party and we'll go see what happens in the game.
They'll
right?
win the party.
Maybe it'll be our day, but if it's not, we're still having a good time. But I mean, they've had some wins there, and they're knocking on the playoff door as a program now. And this game is that they've already gone on the road and played Kentucky, and now they get to have their home opener. And they've probably figured out that they probably feel like they figured out some things on the road at Kentucky. And this is going to be a tough atmosphere and a tough game. But I think Arkansas is up for the challenge.
They're better equipped than they've been since 21. The fact that they have older players, that was the thing. I mean, we talked about how big Cory Robinson was and, the block and all that. But when you talk to these guys, when you hear them speak, they speak much more like grown-ups than a lot of college players have over the years. And I don't mean that in a bad way, about the way that, kids speak. But you just hear a maturity in their voice. And that's going to be required Saturday night. I mean, that is your poise, everything that we talk about, pre-snap penalties, things like that. All that stuff's going to play a huge role. And it also has a lot to do with what I think is going to be the key stat at the end of the night, who has the fewest turnovers.
I wish we could just play tomorrow. Who's ready?
I'm ready to go.
Are you ready to go?
How about you, Bart?
You ready to roll right now,
You ready to roll right now?
Yes, sir.
You're making notes over
Now,
there.
you're not exactly convincing when you say yes, sir.
I'm fired up.
Edward's ready.
I'm fine.
Bam, 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 bam. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's go.
Yes.
Bart is our Matt Jones. You remember how Houston used to talk about Matt Jones,
Yes.
Tuesday, whatever, Wednesday maybe, and then Saturday All-American. That's how Bart is.
Yeah,
The lights come
back
on
when
at
Matt
6:02.
was playing.
Bang.
Yeah.
Chuck made an interesting point. So I was going back and I was
you should write those down.
I was going to say it's monumental.
I was going back and I was looking because I was intrigued, Chuck, by what you said about how when Arkansas has gone down to Oxford and won, they've gotten really good quarterback play. So
Fact-checking me?
No.
I'm joking.
Brent's on the line.
Go ahead.
I just was because I remember that to be true.
Yeah.
And so I was just taking a trip down memory lane and looking at some of the quarterback performances that Arkansas has had because, frankly, the Razorbacks haven't won in Oxford since 2017.
Your growth as a producer is stunning. It's just that you can't replace experience, Chuck. I mean,
you can hear the maturity in his voice.
He can hear something and he's on it. Hey, Bart, can you look that up? It's not even, it's hardly even something we even ever have happen here because he's just on it. Now, I mean, he's like everybody else. I mean, he drifts off sometimes.
And anyway, Arkansas starting quarterback that day in
yeah.
2017 was Cole Kelly.
I was just admiring, just the professionalism and the level of
Cole Kelly.
Yeah, Cole Kelly was 19
remember-
of 30, 189 yards, 3 touchdowns.
His best game as a Razorback.
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, in 2019,
I forgot about Cole Kelly.
Steamboat.
He's a large human.
Me too. Yeah, Steamboat.
can either of
Third
you
and one, who's getting the ball?
Can either of you name
Steamboat
the two
Kelly.
quarterbacks who played for the Razorbacks in the 2019 game at Ole Miss,
2019.
which the Razorbacks lost
Who's
31-17?
the guy from SMU that came up here to play quarterback?
He was one of
Ben
them.
Hicks.
He was one of them.
That's it.
Ty Story?
No.
What's the guy? He went to San Jose
He was
State.
much traveled.
What's his name?
Yeah, the guy that
Nick Starkel.
Starkel. That's it.
A&M.
Starkel.
The A&M product.
Well, he played at like 5 schools, I think, by the time.
San Jose was his 5th stop after he left here, if I remember right.
Wow, yeah. Where are they now?
Yes.
I don't really know.
Great question.
I don't know that
Look
we
into
need
that.
to know the answer.
Knock at the door. You open it. Nick Starkel, would you like to buy some insurance? I mean, where are they? For real. Let's find out.
Welcome to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
I'm joking.
By the way, it's a great job. I'm sure they have great benefits. 6:18, it's the Chuck and Bo Show. It's Thursday morning. Good morning. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like walk-ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home. The two best guys in mediocre sports radio.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
my gosh, this pen is leaking all over.
Oh, that's a lonely feeling. I've done that. You've been too aggressive with that pen over there. Goes over manhandling this pen. He's getting ink all over him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, we have a crack staff.
They're on it.
They are. Where are they now? Edwards you can say anything about anything, as we've discovered this week. You can say anything about anything, and these guys are right on the
well, there's one missing person in the database.
What's that? Who's that?
It's Ben Hicks.
No one can find Ben Hicks?
We cannot
He was
find.
last active on Twitter in about 2021. Other than that, I can't find
He's gone dark.
Yeah, he's gone dark, so he's just probably leading a normal life out
Living
there.
a low, just living a normal
Well,
life.
I don't know about low.
I was going to say down low, you know.
Yeah. Low key.
Yeah, low key, yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably among the people.
Ben Hicks was low-key popular. Not really.
But we're not sure where he is or what he's doing. Ben, if you're listening, please call in.
Yeah.
Ben,
Let us know what you're up to.
send Edward a LinkedIn request.
We'd love to hear from you.
All right, who do we have? Let's go with
and
what
then
we
Bart's
have.
got the rest of the notes over there.
Do we want to wait until you have your comprehensive list, or we want to just go with what
I think
you have?
I think Bart's
By
ready.
the way,
Well, there are only two other guys.
If you have a request, you want to know where they are now.
We'll find them.
You can text it in,
Except for Ben Hicks.
and the
Except for Ben
FBI
Hicks.
guys over here, Bart and Edward, the
Cole
Hardy
Kelly.
Boys.
Let's just start right there.
Hardy Boys.
Where is Cole Kelly?
Cole Kelly
now?
is a defensive analyst on the staff at Southeast Louisiana.
Wow. That's where he
Did
went
he
after
end
he
up
left
his
here.
He ended his career there.
Yeah, he did.
I
He
believe
played
so,
there.
yeah.
I don't know why I thought this because it wouldn't match up with his eligibility, but I swear I thought you were going to say defensive lineman.
Well, he could pull it off.
It's like a defensive end.
He's a defensive, and I thought the next word was going to be lineman.
Like that. It would
All right,
check out.
that's Cole Kelly.
Yep.
Cole, good to hear that he's
He had a
He's got work.
flourishing in a coaching career.
he had a cup of coffee in the NFL as well.
The NFL?
Yeah, well, he was a practice squad member for the Washington Commanders for a hot minute, I believe.
Okay. I'd forgotten that. I'd
Wait
actually
a second.
tried to forget that
A
era.
cup of coffee and a hot minute can't be the same thing, right? Hot minute's a long time. I hadn't seen you in a hot minute.
Okay,
Had
okay,
a cup
yeah.
of coffee in the NFL.
Yeah,
Those are two different things.
Yeah, he was on the Commanders for a few months.
Okay.
I had an opportunity, so I took
He
it.
got some gear.
Yeah.
He got some gear.
He got
All
some
right.
team-issued gear.
That's right.
All right.
And then Nick Starkel is apparently living in Hawaii as a private quarterback tutor.
Wow, that's good work if you can get it now. Private quarterback tutor in Hawaii?
Pool boy during the day.
Yeah. You know.
Quarterback tutelage at night. And what a gig. He moved to Hawaii.
He went to 5 colleges.
Hawaii.
I know. He's
That's
living
amazing.
in Oahu.
He's got a pretty big following on Instagram too. Almost 50,000
Shirtless?
followers.
Shirtless
Yes, a
a
lot of
bunch.
shirtless.
Yeah.
With his
Okay.
girlfriend,
Good-looking
and
guy.
fiance.
Good-looking
There
fella.
we go.
He looks like he
Fit.
surfs a lot.
Yeah. I see. I had that. You've heard me. I had
He lives
that.
in Oahu.
I had that going. Yeah, I could see that.
Good for him.
Absolutely.
Good for him.
These are success stories so far. Keep going.
Well, those are the only 3 guys we've been looking for. If you have other guys you'd like to know about, we can find them.
Ty Story, I think, is coaching in the Bentonville school system. I'm not sure where he is now. I don't know what school he's at. He was a head coach for junior high when Ty was playing.
Okay.
But I haven't kept up since then. I'm just thinking of another quarterback in that time frame.
Yeah. I'm efforting.
Yeah. Well, that one should be the easiest one to find. All right, Ben Hicks. We're looking for Ben Hicks. If you know
I'm still efforting.
where Ben Hicks is now, where are they now?
Facebook,
impromptu. We need to do this occasionally on the show. We just impromptu. Where are they now? Hey, I was wondering where that guy is. Luke Haas, by the way. Luke Haas is apparently going to play in the game.
Apparently, he is going to
He
play.
hasn't played all year. And this is the tight end that everyone wanted to have the ball last year that it wasn't working out for whatever reason. Probably multiple reasons, but really good football player. And it seems as though, according to Kiffin, that he will be available to play, and he expects him to play on Saturday night. And Patrick Kutas, the offensive lineman that Arkansas didn't want to lose, that left at the end of the year. He didn't play. They redshirted him? Is that he kept him out?
Right. He
so
said
he wouldn't play 4 games.
Right.
And burn his red shirt.
Right. He promised that I'm not going anywhere if you'll let me redshirt. Let me have this year back. And then he left.
And so where are they now?
Yeah.
They're at Ole Miss.
Well, look, I'm going to submit to you. And I know people were upset when Has left, and I know people were upset when Kudus left. Arkansas is better on the offensive line than they were a year ago. I'm not saying that's because he's gone. I'm just saying that when you look at that group right now, for all the consternation about Patrick Kudus leaving, that's a better group right now. And as great as Luke has may be, Arkansas is deeper at tight end today than they were at this time a year ago. Last year, the only guy that could catch the ball consistently was Has. They had Posca, who was getting better, but they didn't throw to him at the start of the season, and they had Ty Washington, who really didn't want to play.
You also didn't feel like you're putting Has out there to run the ball.
That's fair.
So these tight ends they have now are multiple.
That's right. And when you look at the position right now, there's nothing that Has can do that Rohan Jones can't do. Did you see the way he turned on the Jets on the sidelines the other day?
Big fella.
Posca's better than he was at this time a year ago. They're through to him first game. And Jaden Platt's a good player, transfer from A&M. I didn't know much about him, but they're throwing to him with confidence. It's not as though they're throwing to him when there's nothing else there. They're throwing to him with confidence. And so I'll submit to you at both of those in terms of the position groups. Arkansas is better now than they were when those guys were here.
I guess my text isn't updated because I just looked at the text line. I need to refresh. And all I saw was identity theft is not a joke, Ty.
Yeah, I think that's from yesterday.
It is, but I'm just like, makes you wonder.
We've actually gotten a text from
Arthur.
Arthur this morning.
Oh, yeah?
For some reason, Arthur is hung up on David Oakey, who's a transfer from Abilene Christian, backup defensive lineman. I don't know if Arthur's got something going on.
Well, I mean,
he's
the only guy that they really talked about.
He's why Blackstock's been playing more over. It's why they moved Blackstock over there, because he's hurt.
There's a lot of hope for Oakey to be a good defensive lineman, and he was the only starter or guy that wasn't available for the first game.
He has practiced this week. And I would not be at all surprised to see him play Saturday night.
Man, we're so into this game. It's 6:30 on Thursday morning, and I mean, I have butterflies. I'm ready. I'm excited. This is a big game. 877-377-6963. If you want to participate today, take part. Be a part of the excitement. First Security Bank's always exciting because they're always smiling. They're always friendly. They're always about serving you, helping you bank better. It feels like they're about you when you walk in. More convenient locations all over the state, or you go through the drive-thru. They're going to help you with whatever it is that you need answered. Or they're just going to have a smile on their face when you're doing business together. fsbank.com. Banking better with more convenient locations all over Arkansas. First Security Bank, member FDIC. It's Thursday morning. Good morning. See, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Guys, regardless of our age, feeling good is something we all want. That's what the Sweatnum Edge is all about. It's where health, confidence, and peak performance come together. We all face challenges like low energy, hair loss, who's looking at me, stubborn weight, and skin health. The good news is we can do something about it. Get your free evaluation today and see where you are. Chuck and I have both done it and are better off for it. Log on to SweatnumCosmetic.com and click on the Sweatnum Edge.
Are your gutters ready for fall? Leaves are coming, and that means it's time to protect your home. At Hogtroff Gutters, they install high-quality leaf guards that actually work. Don't waste money on the cheap guards from big box stores that clog up, and don't get stuck paying triple the price with those big national companies. With Hogtroff, you get the best of both worlds. Professional installation, premium aluminum, and stainless steel guards, as well as a 20-year warranty. Give them a call today to schedule your free inspection, or visit hoggutters.com.
Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here.
Let's just
let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We've not heard Eddie's take this week, have we?
No.
I'm sure it's coming. I hope it's.
No. We didn't hear from him last week either.
Really?
Just for game one.
Okay.
I may have to text him.
Well,
maybe
he's had a lot going on.
I know.
He set the tone for the season.
He is. Let me text him right now. Eddie, are you calling in today?
Eddie,
We're dying to hear from you, my man. Okay, that's done.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be.
Check for typos.
I'm sure he'll be around. Taylor McGregor is going to join us in the 8 o'clock hour. Is she part of the broadcast?
Yes,
I believe she is.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
Yep. Taylor McGregor of Arkansas fame.
That's right.
Got her name in the sidewalk over there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
She's had a great career. She does a great job. And she'll be on the call. Dave Pash, who's the
Dave Pash,
Dusty Dvorak, former Oklahoma Sooner. Dusty Dvorak.
Yeah, Dusty's he's been making the rounds. I mean, he gets on SportsCenter some, and he's got a show on Sirius XM on Channel 84. You know who we're going to get on? I keep forgetting to text him. Is Rick Neuheisel.
He's so good. He is good.
That show's great.
He is good. I am a Neuheisel fan. I'm a Neuheisel fan.
He could play us a song, probably.
The show pony. Oh, Neuheisel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He can figure it out right there on the air. Play his guitar. 877-377-6963. We are excited on a Thursday. Be part of the excitement today on the Chuck and Bo Show. If you want to join in, if not, just listen along. But boy, we're just excited. Just that Chuck got me going last night with the Sam Pittman live show. I mean, the excitement that was coming out of the catfish hole. I mean, I almost drove straight over there.
It was palpable.
Yes. One more time.
Palpable.
Very good word, Edward.
So
Nicely
good.
done.
$5 for you.
That's right.
Let's go to Nelson and Harrison. I was driving through Harrison yesterday, Nelson. I thought about you.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll tell you what, Harrison's a nice little town. I mean, it ain't nothing big and fancy, but we try to do it right over here.
You did.
Anyway,
I should have stopped in Harrison. I was going to Mountain Home. Went over to see our friend Clay Maxey and Brett Husky, Teamwork Roofing, and went over to Big Creek Country Club for a minute. Spent the afternoon over there. I didn't play any golf.
I was going to say, what'd you shoot?
I didn't get to play.
Awesome.
But I stopped.
Well, it sounds like you had a big day.
I stopped in the great town of Yellville, and I just want you to know. I had to stop. I had to do a quick bathroom break, Chuck, and the gas station.
Oh, okay.
In Yellville,
I was going to say,
Oak
did you stop at the bank or the Sonic? That's about all.
The White Oak Station was right there. I pulled in and I went into the bathroom, which is a one-person situation, Chuck. And there on the wall, how do I say this? Locked up in a case, metal case, was adult protection.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yeah, they're living in the 50s.
So I meant to send you guys a picture and ask if I could get you guys.
All right, guys.
I'm glad you didn't.
That's something. Yeah, they are. That's 70s type stuff there. You know, living back in the 70s.
Anyhow,
so,
what's on your mind?
Well, first and foremost, what's on my mind is they keep talking about Luke Haas playing. He ain't even on the depth chart for week 3.
No, but he's not he's not on the injury report either.
Okay, so they don't have to have him on the depth chart?
Nope. You don't have to. I mean, some of these depth charts, let me tell you, by the 8th week, it's listed in their media notes as the same as it was for week 1. And no, depth charts, they're a loose guide in some instances.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he is playing, if he isn't playing, that's neither here nor there. I keep hearing people talking about, well, last year Ole Miss took us to the woodshed. Guys, that don't matter. Do you remember the game in Fayetteville where we could have ran all over them? It ain't Sam Pittman's thing, but there was the couple of years ago, we made Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss want to get out of Fayetteville on the next thing smoking. They couldn't do nothing with us that night.
They're better now. I remember, but they're better.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is you guys just said it. I believe we're better. And last year, we put up 31 points, and they had a great defense last year. They might have scored 63, but we put up 31 with Malachi, with 2 quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for Taylor. I'm excited for Carmona Jr. I'm excited for these guys that were here because they're going to have a puncher's chance this time. And I don't think I hate to say this because it sounds weird, but I don't think this team has all the pettiness that we had last year. And I'm ready for the game, and guys, it's great to listen to you. Go Hogs.
Thank you, Nelson.
Yeah, appreciate the call.
Nelson's a perceptive guy. I mean, I can tell.
He is.
He's a perceptive guy.
He's into it. Pays attention. Kevin is on the road this morning. Kevin, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Good morning.
Hi, Kevin.
I got a question. What if Ole Miss starts out slow like they have been, Arkansas jumps to a 2-touchdown lead, and our defense holds them off?
Well, that'd be good.
Well, I think part of having the defense holding the other side off if you get up by 14 points, as you say, and that'd be great, is running the football. Pittman said last night, whoever has the most rushing yards at the end of the game wins the game. And, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. You look at Petrino's vintage teams, and I don't know if this is a vintage Petrino offense or not, but it shows some signs. They'll jump on you early, and then they'll just run the football down your throat after they build the lead.
That was just in junior high whenever he was there.
Yeah. Niall Davis used to do it all the time. They'd build a lead early, and then they would run to win. And, Arkansas or whoever wins this game Saturday night's probably going to do something similar.
And then I got another question. What if Taylor gets hurt? Is Jackson really as good as he looked like the other night?
He's got a lot of talent. Now, I mean, it's there's a reason Green's number 1, Jackson's number 2. But, he'll give you a chance to win. I don't think he's a guy that if he has to go in the ballgame and play for an extended period, I don't think you have to change a whole lot up offensively. I mean, you might have to change a few things, but I don't think, like, for example, half the playbook goes out the window. I think you still have a chance to win the game with him.
What you want is obviously Taylor to stay healthy.
Well, right.
Because Taylor not only has the whole package, he's got a year of experience in this league under his belt. And we've talked about this all off season. You just can't replace that. I mean, they're trying to do it all over the league, and guys are struggling. Austin Simmons is one of them, the Ole Miss quarterback, which, by the way, he left the game against Kentucky injured, could have come back in, and all indications are he'll start in this game, but I don't know how healthy he is.
For me, the bottom line's this. Both these quarterbacks, for better or worse, have shown the ability to make spectacular plays, but they've also shown that they will throw it to the other team. And whoever avoids that wins the game in my mind. Arkansas put pressure on the quarterback from the edge last week. If they do that again, they'll get a pick or two in this game. Ole Miss, by the same token, if we find out that what we've seen from the offensive line through the first 2 ball games is a mirage and they chase Taylor Green all over the field, he's going to throw it to them. And that's just what you've got to stay away from.
Hey, if you've been hurt, you need help, you need a defense team to get your back, that's what they do at Cadell Reynolds. Whether it's disability claims or maybe an accident, a team that fights for Arkansans, that's what you get with them. They've been serving Arkansas for over 30 years, handling everything from car and truck accidents to Social Security disability and personal injury cases. And the best part, they offer free consultations. So you can talk to an attorney about your case with zero obligation. Find out where you stand. It's a real help from the real people who care. Cadell Reynolds. Call them today, 866-314-3728, or you can visit CadellReynolds.com for your free consultation. That's CadellReynolds.com. Make the right call. Chuck has thoughts. I'm going to have some coffee and let you guys roll for a while. This is going to be good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Alyssa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Football season's here, and Flight by Yuengling is the light beer built for game days. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's a light beer, and only 95 calories. Flight raises the bar for what a light beer should be, and now it comes in a 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle and skinny cans. Perfect for tailgates, watch parties, or just kicking back after the game. Pick it up at your favorite store or ask your bartender. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Has your roof been taking a beating after the summer we had with the heat, the sun, and those sudden storms? Teamwork Roofing and Construction knows your roof is more than just shingles. It protects your home, your business, and everything inside. And their expert team delivers top-quality roofing and construction services all over Arkansas and beyond. And they only use the best materials while treating every project like it's their very own. Visit their website, teamworkbuilt.com, or you can find them on Facebook. Teamwork Roofing, built on quality, powered by teamwork.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. If you need to replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use the professionals to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best option for your home. Visit gopaschal.com and with just a few clicks, see how much you can save with the Paschal price check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
WT Equipment is overstocked on new Bobcat equipment. The lots are packed and ready to move with special fall deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built for any job. Take your pick from compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more, all backed by WT Equipment's trusted service and support. And don't forget, WT Equipment's Fall on the Lot community event is Saturday, October 4th from 12 to 4 p.m. Food, games, prizes, and family fun only at WT Equipment.
I don't need Chat GTP. I've got Chuck GTP.
Amen.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just going to have to go today. You're just going to have to. Today is going to be
what I
maybe
told myself.
one of those days you're just going to have to go, and you'll be glad you did.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
877-377-6963. Do you want to participate in the anticipated exciting conversation? A conversation of excitement.
Somebody asked about Chandler Morris, Bart.
Yeah.
And didn't you say he was at Virginia now?
He's the quarterback at Virginia.
I saw him on TV Saturday.
Did we talk about that on the air or off the air earlier?
Off the air.
I forget. Okay.
It was off the air.
So it's making its on-air debut right now.
He replaced Anthony Calandria, who is now the starting quarterback for Dan Mullen at UNLV, who led them to a win over UCLA over the weekend.
UCLA. I was watching Any Given Saturday. I finally finished Any Given Saturday for like the third time. I keep falling asleep. I finally watched the last episode last night, and I saw Nico in there, and and he looked so good in that win over Vanderbilt that they had at the end of the year.
Yeah,
and they had really good cinematic shots of him throwing the ball, and I just thought, man, what happened? You poor guy. You poor guy. I mean, honestly, I feel bad for that kid.
You can outsmart yourself sometimes. I mean,
I just think that he didn't make the decision.
He's gotten bad guidance.
They've
both gotten bad guidance, and that's a shame.
And also, Vanderbilt got up in that game 14-0, and then lost by like 17 against Tennessee. And Clark Lee was in there telling his team that they weren't going to, before the game, like during the week, this is a game we're going to win. We're not going to lose. They returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Then Tennessee gets the ball, it immediately fumbles, Vanderbilt recovers, scores again. I mean, that's the perfect recipe if you're the home team to beat the road team.
That's right.
And Tennessee came back and won the game, went to the playoff against Ohio State and lost. How good is Tennessee this year?
I mean, they haven't really been tested yet.
They're going to be tested this week.
That's right. That's right. Georgia comes to Knoxville this week. They played an okay Syracuse team the first game of the year, and it was a close game for I think the first half, and then Tennessee ran away with it in the second half, and then played East Tennessee. We'll see.
I got to tell you,
I think they're pretty decent.
Watching these games outside of the league or these non-conference games. And then watching Any Given Saturday again, I mean, you just don't people have no clue or no concept of what it's like to play in this league. And you're going to see it on Saturday night in Oxford.
All you've got to do is look at the Mississippi State-Arizona State game from this past weekend. I mean, it is the worst teams in the SEC will beat the best teams in your league. I mean, that's just kind of how it's always worked.
This environment and the physicality and this game on Saturday, I will submit, could be as big and good a game that you're going to get all year. There'll be a couple other ones, but this is right up there.
Could be the game of the day, that's for sure.
It's almost 7 o'clock Thursday. Good morning.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds, make the right call. Chevy of Fayetteville has over 200 new vehicles on the lot right now. So if you're in the market, now's the time to make a move. That includes the brand new Chevy Traverse, the Chevy Trax, and all the favorites like the Tahoes and Suburbans. And for truck lovers, there are Silverados in stock and ready for immediate delivery. So go see Chris, Mark, Denver, and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
The voice of the Razorbacks is Chuck Barrett, and he chose McDonald Eye Associates for his recent cataract surgery.
I went to McDonald Eyes. I can see in a way I've not seen in a long time. And I'm looking forward to this football season because of that. Your eyes are a big deal. I don't care if you're a sports play-by-play guy or what you do. You have to have trust. My trust was developed because I knew they were listening to me.
For your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at mcdonaldeye.com.
So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I told you yesterday, he's like Mike Judge, the creator of Beavis and Butthead, a Rice graduate like myself.
You went to school with a guy who created Beavis and Butthead?
He was about 2 years older than me, Bo.
King of the Hill, too.
Mike Judge has no connection whatsoever to Rice University.
You guys are horrible.
No.
If the guy wants to go through life thinking he went to college with the creator of Beavis and Butthead, what's the harm?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Now, Brent, did you just misremember that? Or do we have confusion? Do we have a dual name? What happened? Brent?
Hello?
Yeah, what happened on that whole deal with the Beavis and Butthead creator and the Rice connection? Bart says he didn't go to Rice.
I was told by Rice graduates that he went to Rice. I mean, I didn't make that up. Excuse me, Bart, for making a mistake.
I know. I know. It's okay. That makes sense. You got bad information.
You got bad information.
Or this guy
I got bad info.
Yeah, that's not your fault. Yeah.
I want to comment on. I love being that my dad coached at the University of New Mexico.
Yeah.
I wanted to comment on Bart's UNM Lobo shirt.
He's a Lobo. He's a gambling Lobos guy.
Listen to Brent finding common ground. Listen to him being the bigger man, reaching out.
Hey, Bart. That might be the. Hey, Bart. Bart.
Yes.
That might be the. Take UNM and the points against UCLA, because I talked to a friend of mine that goes to the Vegas game. He said he read on the internet that this could be the smallest crowd in UCLA history Saturday at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, that'll look small. I saw a picture of their last game right at kickoff, and it was really bad. If this is worse than that, it'll be
Engage. Engage. He reached out.
I'm trying to figure out what to do with that information. I already have New Mexico plus 15.5.
Brent, I think it's important.
I think there's honestly a chance New Mexico will go in there and win the game.
But I think
UCLA is horrible. Like they might not win. They might not win a game this year.
Wow,
that's how bad.
Yes.
Brent, Bart wants any tips you have between now and kickoff time. If you get new information.
Where did you get the T-shirt?
Me?
No, Bart's.
This is from Home Field Apparel.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Brent's going to have one just like it.
Guys, I am getting more and more convinced about this game Saturday. The Hogs will go to Oxford and take care of business. We're on the taking care of business tour.
There we go. That's good.
I like it.
We're on the taking care.
What do you like about this game for Arkansas?
I like our offense. I love our receivers, the way Taylor's spreading the ball around. I love the improvement that he's made from last year. I just think we've got a fully loaded arsenal going to Oxford Saturday night.
All right. There you go.
I'm with you, Brent. I'm with you.
All right, Chuck.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Hey.
Are you gonna be at the station after the show tomorrow? At 9 when y'all get off there?
No, I've got to run over to the football building real quickly after we get off the air because we're leaving a little earlier tomorrow.
Well, when you get out of I'll be sitting in your parking lot. You can see the van.
All right, that sounds great. I'll look forward to it. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Brent.
Thanks, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. There you go.
The way he reached out there.
The bigger man.
Yeah.
The get in the door price at the Rose Bowl on Saturday is $8.
Wow. Are you kidding me? I go watch a football game at the Rose Bowl for $8.
Boy, if they just lay you down in the field.
Who wants to go?
Hey, man, listen, the Rose Bowl is glorious.
I've always wanted to go to a game.
Now, I went to the
It sounds like the perfect
playoff
time.
game. And I think I'm going to go back this year. At least that's the hope.
Is it part of the
playoff game this year,
Is
too?
it part
Yeah.
of the playoff rotation
Yeah.
again?
Yeah. I'm excited.
I mean, I guess it would.
Listen, man,
It's
that's
the granddaddy
there's
of them all.
nothing like that place. It's so hard to describe.
I have Rose Bowl envy.
Everything's
I have
perfect.
Rose Bowl envy.
It's you talk about. We've talked about War Memorial Stadium. I mean, that place is
Little different.
is just as old, but the way they've taken care of it and how clean and pristine everything is, it's fascinating. Like, you just walk around and you know, the scenery from the stadium, outside of the stadium, and then, you know, the tunnels they go in and out of are immaculate. They're cleaning the restrooms during the game. Like, they've got attendants in there. They've got
to hand you a towel.
Yes, in a mint.
Okay.
Yeah, and 6 different colognes you could try. You know, I was just in there like, that smells good, and I was like, I got to get back out here. And, I mean, I'm there for, you know, on these games when we go do that show, it's like I'm there for 10 hours. And so, you know, you get in there and you kind of get everything organized, and it's still 4 hours till kickoff. So you're just walking around, taking it all in. They've got this where all the live trucks and everything are parked. Like, they've got this whole lot behind the stadium that looks like a movie lot. It's like perfectly paved, and everything is so clean. I mean, I'm just telling you, it is a remarkable experience.
Well, for $8, you can experience
you
it
can
again.
see that for $8. Then leave before kickoff.
Yeah.
Just go experience and leave before
I would
kickoff.
not be there at halftime. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I would go, but I would be gone by halftime.
For $16, you can sit at the 50-yard line.
Ooh. Well, why not splurge? I mean, it's the Rose Bowl. I mean, come on.
Well, you know what? You should go. You're the New Mexico fan.
Yeah.
You got some frequent flyer miles?
I'm not sure I do.
Trip pays for itself if you got that.
By the way, did you have that shirt in your pocket before you came in here this morning?
No.
How much did that run you? How much did that run you on the internet?
Is it comfortable?
$25, $30?
It's extremely comfortable.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks good on you.
It really does. Look at.
I don't understand the pocket comment.
Wow, I just look like maybe it's a little wrinkled.
And when Brent gets his,
I mean,
you guys can coordinate the days.
Not that I'm throwing stones. I mean, I look like that every other day.
It's not wrinkled.
So
what are you talking about?
Well, I said it looked like it from
kidding
here.
me?
Maybe I got bad information.
Bart wears pressed clothes like a badge of honor.
yeah.
I mean, you know.
This was hanging in my closet.
Do you
iron your t-shirts?
Do you have pleats in your pants?
No.
What
Absolutely not.
What other?
Pleats are out.
Pleats have been out. That's
All right.
terrible.
Let's go around the room real quick. Other teams' shirts in college, not NFL, in college, that you have gear in your house.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me the list. I'll give you mine.
Okay.
From the best I could, because I was cleaning stuff out the other day. I've got, and these are all places I've been for work: Penn State, Baylor, Oklahoma State, Alabama. I think I'm leaving somebody out. Kansas. I think I got rid of most of that.
I don't know.
I think I still have a Kansas shirt.
That's 5. Did I give you one?
Yeah. Well, no, I got one. We went up there.
Oh, yeah.
We went up to Lawrence.
That's right. I forgot.
A much coveted Kansas.
Did you go to you went to Oklahoma State game too, didn't you?
No.
Edward, what do you have, Bart? Actually, let's start with Bart. What do you have?
Well, the aforementioned Kansas shirt, New Mexico, obviously, sporting that today. And then outside, mostly Razorback shirts. Outside of that, I have maybe 1 or 2 Memphis shirts, from my hometown, and then a couple Notre Dame shirts, which is my favorite team growing up. So, incidentally,
I'm glad you qualified that. Now that you've grown up, they're no longer your favorite team.
Now that you're a grown man.
Well, I have a degree from a different institution, and so that is my team.
And, of course, the New Mexico shirt.
Right.
You have your gambling teams and, teams you bet on.
Depending on how Saturday goes,
I understand.
Depending on how Saturday goes, there might be a South Florida shirt coming in.
How about Edward?
Baylor, besides Arkansas. I think that's all I have.
Oh, I forgot I have Minnesota.
I've got a 2022 College
Row the
World
boat
Series shirt with a bunch of teams on it that were there, but other than that, I can't think. College, anyways.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about actual, just like that team.
Yeah, Baylor.
Yeah. Chuck?
None except Arkansas. I'm not going to wear somebody else's stuff. Plus, they don't hand it out.
I didn't ask if you wore it.
No, I don't have it. I don't have anything other than a Razorback stuff. Nothing.
I'm going to get you some stuff.
I don't want anything else.
What do you want to get, Chuck?
We need to pick a school.
What would make him throw up in his mouth besides Texas?
Well, no, I think it should just be a random place, like a random school.
Just like adopt a team, like New Mexico, for example.
Right. Like UC Santa Barbara. And they don't play football, but.
Yeah, see, that's cool, Chuck. Like, you go to the beach and you wear like a UC Santa Barbara T-shirt.
Aren't they the banana
Walking the
slugs?
beach?
No, it's the Santa Cruz. Is it the Slugs? What are
somebody's the banana slugs.
Yeah, somebody's that. They
UC Santa Barbara, I think, is like the Gauchos, maybe.
Okay. No, but I have not. No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna go buy somebody else's
we'll
stuff.
get you like a Cal State Fullerton shirt you can wear around.
The Titans.
Yeah, you can be a Titan for a day on the beach.
Sounds great.
Cut the sleeves out.
Sounds great.
Yeah, cut the sleeves out. I think you'd be.
People say, "Are you from California?"
Maybe the Colorado School of Mines.
I got a lot of Cardinal stuff. For that's.
How about a Rice shirt? We'll get you a Rice shirt.
Yeah.
You, Brent, Beavis and Butthead. How about a Beavis and Butthead shirt? How about we just do that?
I've got one of those. Who doesn't?
877-377-6963. I've been telling you about the loaners that I've been afforded.
Mm-hmm.
Complimentary loaners by the Fayetteville
I know
Auto
there's
Park.
like
That's
a fleet of automobiles out there.
Yeah,
It's like, which car's Bo driving today?
Kept me out of daytime Ubers while my blowout was being fixed.
A flat
because
tire on
we had to
one
get the right size tire in.
I know.
Don't ever try to drive your truck if you have big tires on the
Well,
spare
it's
tire.
those huge tires
I didn't
that
know
you
they
keep
were that
on your
big.
truck.
I didn't know they were that big. That's
the
how
first thing you notice.
That's how
Look
I
at those
bought the truck.
tires.
That's how I bought the truck. It's not like it sits up that high.
Oh, no, don't sell yourself short now. I mean, it's
when
way
you start,
up there.
When you start that new Silverado up that you have out there, I'm leading you into. You can tell us about how great the auto park is.
It is.
But when yesterday I was getting in my truck, and Chuck was just ahead of me in the parking lot.
I was getting out
and
of
he
here.
starts that thing up.
Yeah, you can feel it. Couldn't you? Yeah. Feel the earth shake. You felt the power,
Was
didn't
that
you?
a Dodge Charger?
Felt the power of a V8 engine. Made you feel just breathe in
No,
that.
that's a Chevy Silverado, friend.
Yeah, that's right.
By the way, can I just go here for 1 second? What is with the excitement of driving a vehicle that is so loud? I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking
Where
about
they
like
take the muffler off their Honda
like it's
Civic.
like it's just so it's jarring.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Like you can hear it in the whole neighborhood. If they get up at 5 and they start it, it wakes the whole neighborhood up.
As long as we're talking about things that we don't understand, what is with the pulling into the convenience store with your music at a normal level and getting out of your car and going inside and cranking it up like to 10 while you're outside your car? I don't get that. I see it at convenience stores quite often. Kids will come in. It's a thing among the kids. It is. I've seen it repeatedly.
I've never seen that before.
Well, because you've not paid attention.
It's a thing among the kids.
It is.
It's an all-time.
It is.
So what you're saying is they leave their car running
and they crank the music up.
And they turn the music up, and
I'm
they
not
get
the
out.
only one that's experienced that. I can assure you.
I don't know if I've
You
seen
have to
that.
be of a certain age group to notice it, perhaps.
Well, I don't
But,
know. I hear loud music. I hear loud, but I noticed the loud vehicle more.
I understand.
The really loud vehicle. I was in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru the other day, and some guy graciously turned it off while he was waiting because it was so loud. I mean, like the Chick-fil-A windows are rattling. It's so loud. And I don't understand, like, the sense of pride about that is just something that I've never, I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with it. It's not something I relate to. We need some insight.
I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how the world works. I just watch what the kids do, you know.
Well, you can get about any vehicle you want at the Fayetteville Auto Park. You have 5 different new brands: Chevy, Toyota, Acura, Honda, the greatest selection of pre-owned vehicles. They've been in business 25 years. You don't stay in business 25 years, Chuck, unless you're doing people right.
Well, you're right, and that's exactly right. Thanks for leading me into that.
It's 7:17.
I was paying attention to something else
the
there
Chuck
for
and
a
Bo
minute.
Show. Good morning.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. How could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Are your gutters ready for fall? Leaves are coming, and that means it's time to protect your home. At Hogtroff Gutters, they install high-quality leaf guards that actually work. Don't waste money on the cheap guards from big box stores that clog up, and don't get stuck paying triple the price with those big national companies. With Hogtroff, you get the best of both worlds: professional installation, premium aluminum, and stainless steel guards, as well as a 20-year warranty. Give them a call today to schedule your free inspection, or visit hoggutters.com.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
Back to Save Sports Radio.
That's special.
I mean, Chuck doesn't give himself enough credit. He knows how to work all the apps.
Really, I don't.
I'll be honest. Like, it's not technically a challenge situation. It's laziness. That's all of us. That's all of us. We can all figure it out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'm glad I can amuse you guys.
I'll be in meetings now,
Uh-huh.
like off-site, not here in the building. And I'm calling Bart now on speakerphone with other people in the room because they need to fix something. How do I give somebody else access to my Facebook page? How do I get into my Facebook page? I've lost my login. The administrator no longer works here. You know what you do? You call Bart.
That's right.
We need a number just for you, Bart. This is actually a PSA. Call Bart. You could run a business off just fixing things for people. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Edward, you agree?
Agreed.
Yeah.
My weed eater's off track. Could you come over and fix that
he
later
can.
after we get off the air? Would you mind?
I'm telling you, man.
There's an outside chance, yeah.
Hey, Swiss Army knife right there.
I know.
That's your guy. Big Keith is in the house.
He's up in the house.
Told you.
Checking mode.
What's up, Big
Yeah,
Keith?
what's
going on?
How are you, man?
Doing good. Hey, I got to touch on a few of those things that you've been talking about. First of all, the loud music. The guy's hoping to start a flash mob or something, you know.
That's probably it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the second of all, you didn't get you an Arkansas State shirt?
No, I didn't get one while I was down there. They've
Were they selling them?
I didn't see any. Now they've got nice. I mean, they got nice stuff.
Did you look in the bathroom?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
We've got the forward-facing hog that doubles as an A-State.
That's right. It looks
shirt
just like
when
it.
you're rooting for them.
And I wanted you guys to know that I went to school with the guy who invented The Simpsons.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it was preschool.
We've all had our brushes with greatness. Now, Big Keith, when we left you last, you were in the midst of a 16-team parlay that was gonna make all your dreams come true. How did all that work out? How did all that work out?
Florida kicked my butt.
Yeah.
Oh, it all came down to Florida?
Well, no, there was like one or two other ones. It was a bad weekend, but all the ones that should have won, you know, the ones I lost because
it's Florida's
all the teams was like Florida though.
There's nothing quite like going 13-3 on a 16-team parlay.
You were going to be right, and you should have been right. But Florida,
if they were playing,
You tell everybody, how'd you do this weekend? 13-3. What'd you win? Nothing.
Yeah.
I had them all parlayed.
Well, I had a couple of smaller parlays that I won some money on, but nothing real big to write home with.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, you can't win every day.
No.
We're all 16 games.
Hey, I done it 3 times last year. I won over $90,000 on $75 bet.
That's a nice payout.
What? Really?
Yeah.
You did 16-team parlays and won 3 times last year?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's our problem. Most of us just don't have the stick-to-itiveness to do that.
Well, it's really easy when you hit it in the first 2, 3, 4 weeks before conference games and when they're playing nobody teams, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, when you get into these conference games, it becomes a little more difficult.
You don't go for the big payout, though, do you? I mean, you played the favorites and just kind of like, you know.
Yeah. When it's obvious, I don't when it's going to be a close one. I don't really like Tennessee game. I won't team touch that this weekend, you know, because if I did touch it, it would only be for a small $5 bet or something in my parlay.
Well, what are you doing this weekend? What do you have?
Well, I tell you what, my big upset. I think Notre Dame's going down. I think Texas A&M's going to win, and I think they're going to cover the 49 points.
So you're taking them on the money line, and you're taking the over. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
I have to write that down and remember.
And writing crayon.
I got it right now. I wrote it down.
All right.
Bart's over there contemplating.
I'm scared about Arkansas, though. I really am. I know we're good in offense. I think our defense, though, is a little bit weak. I mean, the line's pretty good, but the secondary, I think, is going to cause us some problems. But
so how
like
you betting?
Saying earlier,
how you betting it?
Well, I'm going with Arkansas because, you're getting plus. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you can do that. But I won't bet nothing big. I'll only, put them in a $5 parlay or something. But that way I can root for them. But I ain't going to bet nothing big. See, those type of games like that are too close to be really putting any good money down. You know what I'm saying? You got to really be more like lopsided games.
What's a big bet for you, Keith?
My record was like 4,000. I did that.
Okay.
You bet 4,000 on a single game?
No, three-team parlay.
Oh, okay. All right.
But that was back when I won one of my big wins. I won like 38,000 one of the times last year.
Do you have receipts? Do you have like the screenshot of your $38,000 win? I would. Yeah, I'd love this. I'd love to see that, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to people as if it were mine.
Hey, seriously, what do you do with all the money you win?
Well, I'm kind of an idiot. About half or three-quarters goes back into gambling, trying to make more money, and I lost that.
Yeah.
So like whenever I put
how that works.
Whenever I put in the big money, I lose. But when I just do like 50 to 75, I win.
Yeah.
So are you saying today, as we get Big Keith in the house story, are you saying you've won and lost 90 grand in the last year?
Yeah. And I was two of these like I was in the Florida games, but last year I was two games shy of winning another 90,000 on a two different 16 parlay. I think it was. I don't remember.
Did you say 6 or 16 team parlay? 16. 16.
Yeah, I got 15-1, and the one game was like
15-1 gets you every time.
Well, I think it was something stupid, like Arkansas when we played Low Rock against the Bill Blow team, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it was one of those that we should have won easy. But
how does it feel to lose 90 grand? What's that feel like?
Well, no, those I only had like 75 on. I only do like $75 on.
No,
those
but I'm
ones.
saying if you won it and then you lost 90 grand back, like just take me through. Do you go for a walk that day? What do you do?
No, I don't. I didn't lose all 90 grand all at once. It was like I would win 20 or 30, and then the next weekend I'll lose 20. Because I bet big, and then the following weekend I bet small again. And I won again. It's
Man. How you doing right now? I mean, do you have enough money to eat and everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this is.
I
have anxiety just talking to Keith.
Hey, you want me? I can holler at you a couple games I got going on this weekend if you want.
Yeah, but let it rip. We're all here. Yep. Go ahead.
All right.
Everyone likes to make money.
Everybody wants to make 90 grand.
Yeah.
Right here. Oklahoma over Temple. Take with the negative 21.5. Take that bet.
Negative.
So Oklahoma.
Bart's dousing himself with gasoline over here, walking out of the room.
You got OU to cover the 21.5 is what you're trying to say?
Yep. I got Oregon to cover the 28 over Northwestern.
Okay.
Auburn.
Do I put these all together, or am I going individually on these?
You can do whichever one you want. I parlayed them.
What are you? Okay, you're parlaying. All right.
Yeah, I got Auburn.
Oklahoma to cover. Oregon to cover. Okay, Auburn what?
To cover.
To cover. Okay.
And I think I'm hoping for a dark horse, Michigan to cover against Central Michigan.
Now, what's the payout for a bold bet like this?
How much do I need to put in?
I got a total of, again, I got like 10 or 15
Sure.
picks.
Well,
I got 15 picks, I think. And if I bet $10, I'll win $60,000.
If Chuck Venmos you, will you double the bet and then just Venmo him back his winnings?
I'm going to send you $20. You just do what you can, okay?
Yeah. Hey, I can take some screenshots and let you look at them, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
That's not necessary.
Send them in. No, send them in on the text line. I want to see them. Thanks,
All
Keith.
right.
Appreciate it.
All right. See you.
Yeah, there you go. The Oaklawn Sports app. Where you go.
What's your initial reaction to all that, Bart?
Download the Oaklawn Sports app, and new customers earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. I don't know if that's enough to keep up with Keith, but you could try the 10% profit boost for new and existing customers on qualifying 3-leg parlays and same-game parlays. You could plus your bet if you're going to parlay like Keith. Download the Oaklawn Sports app. Oaklawn's Arkansas's best sports betting app. That with the brand you trust, Oaklawn Sports. Bart? You walked out of the room.
I have no words.
Yeah, I mean, you walked out of the room.
Words.
Oh, we're getting a lot of response here. And people are just fascinated.
When I heard negative 21 and a half, that was it for me. That was enough for me.
Yeah. Listen, I might call for a cigarette. 7:32. Good morning. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
WT Equipment is overstocked on new Bobcat equipment. The lots are packed and ready to move with special fall deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built for any job. Take your pick from compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more, all backed by WT Equipment's trusted service and support. And don't forget, WT Equipment's Fall on the Lot community event is Saturday, October 4th from 12 to 4 p.m. Food, games, prizes, and family fun only at WT Equipment.
Chevy of Fayetteville has over 200 new vehicles on the lot right now. So if you're in the market, now's the time to make a move. That includes the brand new Chevy Traverse, the Chevy Trax, and all the favorites like the Tahoes and Suburban. And for truck lovers, there are Silverados in stock and ready for immediate delivery. So go see Chris, Mark, Denver, and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
Know what else makes you an Arkansas Razorback fan? Going to the University of Arkansas. How about playing football for the team?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We have a good enough team. If we play well, we can play with anybody on our schedule. I may be the only guy that believes that, but I believe it with all. Well, no, I'm not. I got 115 that believe that as well.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It's part of it. That's a big part of it. You know, I was just looking. 8 of the next 10 games. 10 games left on the schedule. 8 of them are against ranked teams. So we're about to find out. I mean, there's not going to be much debate, I wouldn't think, in a few weeks.
The big thing there is they have a great inside running game. And with that, they use their quarterback, who's very, very talented, both of them. Very, very talented of running the football. They are a downhill team. Well, you know, that's kind of our forte offensively, too, is running at you. And then, you know, if we want to break a big, you know, hit a home run, a lot of times we'll go outside like we did the other night with Mike. I think, ironically, I think we're averaging 257.5 a game rushing, and they're averaging 257.5. So I think whoever has the most rushing yards will win the game.
May be right.
That's
I mean,
Ole Miss.
You know, he was talking about Ole Miss, and I'll be interested to see kind of how it unfolds Saturday night. They run between the tackles, and when they want to get the ball wide, that's when they throw it. You know, they'll throw it on the edge to the receiver, basically. That's how they get the ball outside the hash, outside the numbers. So you know, for all the talk about passing and interceptions and touchdown throws and all that, what happens between the hash marks may be what decides it all.
Well, the most obvious thing in football is stopping the run and being able to run the ball, right? When you do that, things set up for you nicely.
And both quarterbacks can run. Both quarterbacks are part of their team's running game, and will be again Saturday night, I'm sure.
Gentle Ben is on the Chuck and Bo Show, ready for game day, I'm sure.
Yes, sir, I am. And what y'all just talked about and the coach and everything is even getting me more that way, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Guys, I wasn't honest with y'all earlier in the week. I kind of had one of them days when my mind was just kind of here, there, and yonder, and I didn't even, you know, I guess I didn't pay as much attention to the schematics of the game, you know, when I was watching it, and everything that happened around here, which I can't explain. But anyway, did we do very much running the football like successfully, like with our running backs? I know our quarterback did and all like that, like he always does. But did our tailback, fullback, whatever we got there, did they make very many yardage, or did we do good blocking and for them and where they could run up the middle like we're talking about?
Well, we rushed for over 300 yards, so it was a good day in that regard. And again, it's going to be different this week. I mean, you're stepping up in competition. But yes, to answer your question, they ran the ball very effectively against A-State.
Oh, well, okay. I guess what I'm asking too is, if it's not too pinpointed, did our quarterback get the great big gigantic yardage of that, and then the tailbacks didn't get much, or the
Washington,
does that make any sense?
Washington busted a 53-yarder on the second play from scrimmage. So, I mean, that was the long one right there. Taylor had some plays, but no, Washington, I mean, Russell had a touchdown. I mean, that, again, over 300 yards rushing. So, no, the quarterback did not have the majority of that.
Every player who carried the ball averaged at least 5 yards a carry.
Yeah. This will be the true test, though.
That's good. Okay, great. Thanks for answering me that, because that was why, as far as concerned, that's what I was, when we got to be able to have our running backs doing that too. And, again, I'm only asking for excellence.
Yeah. No. Aren't we all? This will be the true test of running the football. And till now, Chuck, I don't know that they've been really that concerned with, we got to run the ball. They're going to take, like a lot of these teams that are overmatched, they're going to try to make you beat them throwing the ball, because they know they have no shot if you just run it down their throat. And these first two games, I don't know that Arkansas was concerned with the number of carries they had, because there were so many options to throw the ball and get chunks of yardage. I think they'll be a little bit more intentional about running the ball against Ole Miss and in games like this.
Well, Pittman said last night, we've not run the ball as much as we probably will in conference ball games. And, you've running the ball, you've got to manage the game. And I know that manage the game is one of those terms some people don't like, but you've got to manage the game. And part of that is when, let's say your defense has been on the field for 12 or 13 plays. The other team's had a scoring drive. Well, you need to give them some breather. And you need to be able to run the ball, keep the ball for a little while. So there's strategy involved in that. But I think Arkansas will run the ball more, but I still think the bulk of their explosive plays are going to come through the air.
This is going to be a prove-it weekend for a handful of teams in this league, and Arkansas and Ole Miss are a couple of them. But we've got Tennessee hosting Georgia. Florida's going to Baton Rouge, which is going to be really difficult. Obviously, for them coming off a loss to South Florida. South Carolina hosting Vanderbilt. We'll find out a little bit more about Vanderbilt because they've actually looked pretty good to start the year. And, of course, we know about their quarterback. And then Notre Dame is hosting Texas A&M.
We've not talked about that game. That could end up being a pretty good game. In fact, Big Keith's already called the upset. But I actually think there's a chance that might happen.
Like getting ahead of ourselves here. What can you imagine if Arkansas was undefeated going into the Notre Dame game and Notre Dame had 2 losses, which is not the best case scenario for Arkansas. I think you want Notre Dame to win this game against A&M if you're an Arkansas fan.
Well, I've not and look, it's early and they may turn out to be a juggernaut, but I've not seen a lot of evidence yet that Notre Dame's going to be able to put a lot of points on the board. And I for that reason, I think A&M's got a puncher's chance. And for that reason, I think Arkansas's got a chance against them.
You stop the run against Notre Dame, given where they are right now with their first-year quarterback. That's clearly the strength of their team, those 2 running backs and trying to run the ball. And if A&M does that, then they got a chance for the upset in South Bend. What's the number on that game?
It's fluctuated a bit. It's at 7 right now. Notre Dame is 7-point favorite.
I think Notre Dame probably wins.
I do too.
But I think it'll be a relatively close game too. And I would not rule out A&M going up there and beating them.
877-377-6963. Taylor McGregor will be on the sideline for ESPN. It's a primetime ESPN game in Oxford, and she's going to join us at 8 o'clock. Hey, if you have any troubles with your roof, maybe the storms have gotten to you, or it's just time for a new roof. If it's an insurance claim, they're going to ask you to get, 3 estimates. Make sure Teamwork Roofing and Construction is one of them. You want to work with them, I promise you, because they're going to show up on time. They're going to get the job done on budget, and you're going to be happy with the quality of materials they use that last a long time, like Malarkey shingles, for example. Built to last. They're certified, one of the few companies certified to use Malarkey shingles. They use the best quality material, so it's a job that lasts as long as possible for you. And the people you're working with communicate as well as anyone in that profession. Teamworkbuilt.com is the website. You can log on, get more information there. Look at their Facebook page, see videos, pictures of the work they've done. They'll leave an immaculate job site, and you'll have a roof you can be proud of and count on. Teamworkbuilt.com. That's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They're built on quality and powered by teamwork. You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It's stunning to hear every 20 minutes a child is diagnosed with a critical illness. But we can help. Grant life-changing wishes with Waiters for Wishes and the Razorback men's basketball team. It's Tuesday, September 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Walk-Ons in Fayetteville. This private ticketed event lets you take photos, get autographs, challenge your favorite hog to a Pop-A-Shot, and bid on silent auction items, all benefiting Make-A-Wish Mid-South. Tables are limited and going fast, so reserve yours today at midsouth.wish.org.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Razorback Raffle is back. This raffle is a new and exciting way to support Razorback athletics, whether you're inside Razorback Stadium or calling the Hogs anywhere in the great state of Arkansas. Our inaugural raffle jackpots grew to nearly $500,000 last spring. Now you can be our next big winner, even if you're not in the stadium. Get your raffle ticket purchased to have a chance to win big right now at RazorbackRaffle.com.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, it's Bo, and for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. When is the last time you thought, oh, the SEC's making an announcement today, and it's going to be good for the Hogs?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We keep threatening to show behind the scenes live on the stream. It's going to happen someday. We're all going to get fired for it. There's just like total chaos.
It's mayhem around here. It really is.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cecil is on the line in Fort Smith. Cecil, you are on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning, man.
Good morning, fellas. I just want to throw another question. I mean, not a question, but just another gesture that in the Saturday game in Oxford.
What do you think?
I'm big time confident that we're going to straight up win the game. We're definitely better. Green is. I've watched him in that Alabama A&M game. He's. Am I just seeing a mirage? Or he's gotten bigger because his thighs are bigger. He's reading the plays better and everything. And I'm really hoping Notre Dame win the rest of their games up until they come to Fayetteville. I would hate to play Notre Dame, and we're going to beat them too. But I would hate to play them, and they've lost a couple of games. You know, they lose today. I think we got 2 weeks, right, Chuck?
Yeah. See, I'm going to hold a different thought there. Now, I do think Notre Dame's probably going to beat Texas A&M in the final analysis this weekend. But if A&M goes up there and wins at Notre Dame, I don't know that Notre Dame's coming to Fayetteville and winning.
Okay.
I'm not saying they wouldn't.
Well,
I'm just saying
the point is that Notre Dame will have shown flaws. That means they're not as good as maybe we thought they were going into the season.
Yeah, well, they look better last year than this year so far, anyway. So
yeah,
that's how it goes.
Well, it starts with quarterback.
You know.
Follow the quarterback.
Yeah, it definitely starts with the quarterback, and I'm glad we got Taylor back and go Hogs, and I'm excited. I got my tickets. I've had my tickets a week or so. I bought them a while ago.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm excited for the game, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right.
Yeah, this is the game.
We got 2 to get through before then.
This game, the next 2 games are big time for Arkansas.
We talked all summer long about how this is the pivot. You know, this is the early season pivot right here, and we're here.
I think it'll tell you a lot. And, you know, I totally expect them to have a game where they're in it in the fourth quarter, finding a way to win, man. That's such a big deal in any game, but especially a game like this, Game 3. It's almost 8 o'clock on the Chuck and Bo Show. When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like walk-ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this. There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. If you need to replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use the professionals to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best option for your home. Visit GoPaschal.com and with just a few clicks, see how much you can save with the Paschal Price Check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
We were 0-5. They put us all in the coffin. They just didn't put the nails in.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I just have, I imagine in your house. I've never been in your home. Not because I don't want to. I've just never been invited. I imagine.
I've never been to your house either.
I don't know. You've been to anybody's house.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've not been invited either.
You go to anybody's house?
No.
Like anybody?
No one invites me.
Chuck's key to life is you don't come to my house and I won't go to yours. We'll just live out here in the wild together.
You're reading me like a children's
But I
story.
have.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
We're just sort of counting down the kickoff. We can't get here fast enough. This has
We
the
got to get through
feel
tomorrow, too.
Of a really exciting primetime game. Taylor McGregor is going to be on the call for ESPN with Dusty Dvorak and Dave Pash, and she's joining us now on the Chuck and Bo Show as a proud Arkansas alum who will have her neutral hat on on Saturday night doing
Neutral
the professional job that she always does. Taylor, welcome in. Good morning. Thanks for hopping on with us.
Hi, Taylor.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Good to be on with you. Looking forward to this one on Saturday. You guys know just the history between these two schools. I'm so fired up because I've certainly remembered the good ones between Ole Miss and Arkansas over the years, and I hope it's another good one on Saturday.
Do you ever just think back when you were a student and you're involved in games like this and you're calling them on ESPN and you're reporting from the sideline and you're like, man, this is kind of surreal?
Yeah, I had one of those moments this week, especially with this game specifically. And I felt this way last year, too, when I did the Arkansas A&M game at Jerry World, because I loved attending that game as a student. But I have old photos of myself in the Grove at Ole Miss, Arkansas, the 4th and 25, like that game, I was there.
Wow.
It was crazy. So, yeah, just so many fond memories over the years. And then I'm pretty sure, I think it was LSU that was Bielema's first SEC win, and then Ole Miss, right, in November. Right. And those two games I remember very distinctly because of the drought of SEC losses. And so, yes, I do have these pinch me moments, and I'm just so thankful to be here because I don't take it for granted. I'm really looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, Taylor, to hear you say that, because those who followed the Razorbacks a long time remember when the Ole Miss rivalry was, it was the real deal. And then it went through a period there where it's not that big a deal. But you've seen 3 or 4, epic battles. And I just wondered, just from an ESPN perspective, is that part of the conversation going into this game? Is that what they are anticipating and obviously hoping for?
Yeah, I certainly shed some light on my experiences, and our producer came over. He used to produce the SEC Network Prime show, and this game has been on SEC Network Prime several times. So he's like, oh, yeah, we know, we've seen it. So I think all of us we always want a good game. That's what we all want. And so I think we're hopeful that this is going to be one. And then I think you also just look at the rosters and you look at the teams, and I think it should be. Not only considering the history, but I think you look at both rosters and it should be a great battle. So, yes, we do. We expect a good game on Saturday, and hopefully we get one.
What do you see when you dig into the matchup? What jumps out at you about this game?
Well, first for me, I think Taylon Green, and that's the obvious answer. Just the start that he's had with the 10 passing touchdowns, and you obviously look at it and you say, okay, consider the opponents. And so now it's like, all right, let's go on the road in the SEC and see if this can continue. I think for me, that's one of the biggest storylines. The other one, the other quarterback. The quarterbacks are always the story, and especially at Ole Miss, Austin Simmons. He had some issues last week at Kentucky turning the football over. Is he fully healthy? We think so. We don't know for sure yet. We'll see. And then can he take care of the football? So for me, that's kind of where it starts. And then obviously in the SEC, it's always about the line of scrimmage. And look, Ole Miss's offensive line a year ago struggled, and I would say last week they struggled against Kentucky too. And Arkansas has some new pieces on the D-line. Can they win that battle? Can they get pressure? Can they handle the mobility of Austin Simmons? We'll see. So those are kind of some of the storylines that I'm following, not to go on and on, but I think obviously the quarterbacks are the biggest story.
Well, on the other side, too, you were talking about Ole Miss's offensive line. Last year, they had all these guys that seemed like every one of them went to the NFL. What are you hearing about what they have up front now?
Yeah, it's interesting, though, because remember, they allowed a lot of pressure on Jackson Dart. So I don't think they played up to the standard that everybody was expecting a year ago. And I know going into the offseason, focusing on the run game was very important for them. Obviously, getting a healthy running back was the key. They did that. But a lot of that also is the offensive line. I think they're improved up there, but watching that Kentucky game, I don't know. We'll see. So it's early. Everybody's figuring things out, and that's what's so hard in college football these days is that offensive line, and like everybody who covers college football talks about it. It's one unit, and they have to learn to play together. And the reality with all these moving parts is it just takes time because oftentimes you have new guys on the line, and so give them some grace there. We'll see if they're able to correct it as the season goes on. But I think early on the offensive line seems to be a little bit of a question mark for Ole Miss.
Taylor McGregor will call the game on Saturday on ESPN. She'll be on the sideline. She went to the University of Arkansas. I've got to ask you, just like from a feel, like going into this game, it feels like to us that this is one of those pivotal games that can tell you, man, you have a chance to have a great year. It doesn't ruin your season if you lose it, but boy, it can give you a lot of momentum if you win it. How big of a game does this vibe have for you going into it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel the same way. Especially for me, Sam Pittman seems to be super excited about his team, and I know he was a year ago too. We had them early at Oklahoma State and then against Texas A&M, and he was excited about his team. And obviously, at the end of the year, probably wasn't the result that he expected fully. It's a tough schedule, but I think this year you have the opportunity to really set the tone. And, okay, is this year going to be different? Going on the road in the SEC, trying to defeat a ranked team, a team that has been really, really good under Lane Kiffin, I think it could set an amazing tone to the season for Arkansas. And then for Ole Miss, it's kind of the opposite, right? Like, I almost look at it for them what the Kentucky game was a year ago. Maybe not to that exact extent, but like a year ago, Ole Miss, everybody considered a college football playoff team, and they lose at home to Kentucky. And really, you look down the stretch, they ended up losing to Florida, and that was really the dagger of why they didn't make the playoff. But like that set the tone early for them. They couldn't make a lot of mistakes. And I think if they lose to Arkansas, it gets interesting for them, and they can't make mistakes. And especially in this league, like it's a really hard league, and you can't give up opportunities. So, I completely agree with you, and I'm rambling a little bit. I think for both schools, it could set a big-time tone for what their season could be.
Taylor, I don't know that the country knows about Taylon Green. And Taylon Green has a lot of upside, and we've heard from scouts that talk about, his ability to be an attractive pick for NFL teams. Maybe of all the SEC quarterbacks, scouts love his upside. And we've seen him here for a year. Now he's got that experience. He's off to a start against teams that aren't that great, that's very good. But this feels like a chance, like a coming out party kind of opportunity, not to put added pressure on anybody, but this is the moment. This is why you play in the SEC. This is why you come to school at a place like this, and you want to be in a game like this.
No question. And it's funny because last week we heard from an NFL GM. I'm not going to say who, but he basically told us that he was going to be watching this game next week because of Taylon Green. So, yes, that's a real thing amongst scouts, amongst GMs, that they're aware of the upside of Taylen Green. I think for him, it's just managing the downsides. Like, he can have some really bright moments, and then he can have some head-scratching moments. And so I think being a little bit more steady, but I'm with you. I think the upside's there. And look, Bobby Petrino is the offensive genius, right? And he's the one who believes in Taylen maybe more than anybody else. And I talked to Taylen this week, and I asked him about that. I'm like, there's all the outside noise. You're always going to have outside noise no matter what level you play at. But when you have a quarterback or an offensive coordinator and then really just like a direct quarterback coach who believes in you and is telling you that you have the potential of a Lamar Jackson, a Heisman-winning quarterback, a NFL MVP type quarterback, like that has to give you confidence. And I think it does for him, and I think it should for fans too. Like, Bobby's the smart one here, and he is making this comparison. So I completely agree with you. I think he has real upside, and this is the year to show it. Obviously, it doesn't matter how much upside you have if you can't go out and prove it. So I think he's really looking forward to this opportunity to go do so on the road in a really tough conference in the SEC.
Taylor, big picture in the conference right now. I mean, I know we're only 2 weeks in, but what are your thoughts on the league right now? Has anything surprised you? Has anything jumped out at you and made you think that, well, it might be a little bit different than everybody thought?
I think for me, really, since NIL was introduced, since the transfer portal, like, now that we have a sample size of a few years to evaluate the way that it's impacted college football, there's a ton of ways it's impacted college football. But I think what it's done in the SEC is it's made it really tough from top to bottom. You just don't have the runaway favorite like a Georgia or like an Alabama was for so many years. Like, I think you could look down the list, and there's several teams you could make the case could win the conference. So I think it's a really exciting time to be a part of the SEC because there's parity. There's uncertainty. I don't know who's going to win. I mean, obviously Texas right now, the favorite, but is Arch Manning who everybody believes that he is? Like, it's his first year starting. We'll see. Could Arkansas beat more teams and really sneak in there into the national conversation to be one of the best teams in the SEC? I think they can. So I just am excited to see the way that it all plays out because I just think from top to bottom it's such a solid conference, but you just don't have the clear runaways like you had in years previously.
Yeah, and again, this week, not just for Arkansas Ole Miss, but there's several games this weekend in the league that are going to begin to define the season. Taylor, before we get you out of here, we got a little inside information. Kyle Graves, who we work with, and you went to school with, wanted me to ask you about your days in college, about the punters are people too movement. What are the punters are people too?
Okay, so Toby Baker is one of our good friends, and that was sort of what we adopted with him is Toby Baker, we love you. Punters are people too. So that's really where that comes from. So Kyle is awesome. Hi, Kyle, if you're listening. And Toby Baker, what great years it was watching him play football at Arkansas. And so that's kind of where that comes from.
Maybe get kickers in there as well.
Yeah, kickers are people too, and so are broadcasters. I mean, we can go on down the list.
That's right.
Hey, Taylor, are you you doing baseball right now too? I mean, you work for the Cubs. You mixing the two of them right now? How's that working out?
It's not a lot of sleep. It's coming home. I was in Atlanta last night. We got home at like 2 a.m. And it's funny because people are like, well, why didn't you just stay and fly out of Atlanta to go to Oxford? I'm like, you guys, 8 hours at home is like gold to me right now. Yeah. I'm not staying on the road for a week if I can go home for 8 hours. So Yeah, it's definitely my busy season, but I'm thankful, and the Cubs are making a playoff
Well,
push,
you got
so
October
it's fun.
baseball coming
Hey,
too.
I'm going to tell you right now,
I
Taylor.
know.
Taylor, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Neither Chuck or I would have agreed to come on at 8 o'clock on any show after getting home at 2 a.m. last night. So
Certainly
thank you.
wouldn't have sounded as chipper as you did.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
That too.
Yeah.
This is just how much I love you guys, okay? Take it as a compliment.
I will.
I wouldn't do this for just anybody.
Well, hey, we appreciate it, and we're excited that you're on the call on Saturday. We'll be watching. Chuck will be there calling it, and maybe you guys will run into each other.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you for getting up early.
Oh, of course. Yes, look forward to seeing you, Chuck. And, Bo, enjoy Fayetteville, and hopefully we'll see you at some point soon.
Absolutely. We'll do it again, Taylor. Thanks again for making time for us.
Of course. Of course. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Taylor McGregor, U of A grad, and killing it.
She's
in her
living
career.
the dream right now. I mean, you
She's
think
killing
about
it,
this.
man.
She's sideline college football. She's got playoff baseball coming up with the Cubs. I mean,
She's prime time. She's prime time at
happy for
ESPN on Saturday night in a
Very,
big game.
very happy for her.
Yeah, and she's done a great job. It's 8:17, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly. And Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
The voice of the Razorbacks is Chuck Barrett, and he chose McDonald Eye Associates for his recent cataract surgery.
I went to McDonald Eyes. I can see in a way I've not seen in a long time. And I'm looking forward to this football season because of that. Your eyes are a big deal. I don't care if you're a sports play-by-play guy or what you do. You have to have trust. My trust was developed because I knew they were listening to me.
For your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at mcdonaldeye.com.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Has your roof been taking a beating after the summer we had with the heat, the sun, and those sudden storms? Teamwork Roofing and Construction knows your roof is more than just shingles. It protects your home, your business, and everything inside. And their expert team delivers top-quality roofing and construction services all over Arkansas and beyond. And they only use the best materials while treating every project like it's their very own. Visit their website, teamworkbuilt.com, or you can find them on Facebook. Teamwork Roofing, built on quality, powered by teamwork. Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here and there. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart's over there fact-checking. Kind of ruined.
Just ruined the whole day for me. Has everything I've said on this show been fact-checked?
This would not have happened. This would not have happened.
Have you gone home and fact-checked everything I've said?
No.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I live texted Eddie. Voice
You
texted
did.
him earlier
Yeah.
in the show, and he has responded. So before we get back to the calls, I'm going to read the text as it appears on my phone from Eddie. Just got your message. It has been, and I'm going to read it like it appears, okay? There's no punctuation. Just got your message. It has been a consuming year, sir. I will make a big effort to call in tomorrow morning. I can hear the whistle blowing in Oxford. Bo, tell Chuck, can he hear it all aboard the hog football train? I can smell the recipe of baking in the oven as we feed the Rebels a big bowl of hog delight. Eddie from Clarksville, crank up, born in the USA, a big bowl of Woo Pig Suey. We beat them before in the Grove. We are going to beat them again.
That's all you need to hear right there. There's no need for punctuation.
Can't wait to hear from Eddie tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
On the show tomorrow.
Scott's in Missouri. Scott, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Good morning, fellas. Man, Eddie's kind of stole my thunder a little bit.
That's all right.
Hey, everybody's
Steal
on
it
their
back.
own. Yeah, that's
Steal
right.
it
There
back.
you go.
Hey, I tell you what. I am, first of all, I want to say that Taylor is very impressive in her analysis of things coming up. I'm with her. Their OL kind of a little bit suspect. I think that that offsets our lack of depth for our deal. So I think maybe that could play in our favor a little bit. I also think that everybody's spot on with Traylon. The kid is distributing the ball. I mean, he's doing this like you see at the professional level. He's throwing the ball all over the field. And I don't think that where we are right now and what we've seen, I don't think we're appreciating what we're seeing right now. And I don't want to get too crazy with the Kool-Aid right now. I still am a little bit afraid he might revert back to some of the stuff that he did last year. But hopefully the calming influence of Petrino giving him a lot of confidence in his ability to see the field and make decisions. Guys, I think we're going to go down there and rock it.
I mean, they have the potential to do that. And everything you said, I totally agree with, other than the calming influence of Petrino, because I don't think Petrino will be very calm if it's not going very well. But Taylor's used to that, and he knows, and they understand each other. I mean, that's the other thing. It's not just year two under Petrino and learning the offense. It's what it's like to be coached by him and how to consume that. And I think, and this can't be overstated, Taylor's ability to understand that and be coached by him is as important as what Petrino delivers. Because if you don't take all that and you don't, like I think about Tyler Wilson and Mallett and talking to Casey Dick about this, like those guys had to learn, and now it's like a badge of honor. You know, like you go look at the notes they have in their books from when they played and those QB meetings. But if you're not one of those guys that wants that, you can't do it. And to me, that's what gives Taylor a chance to really take that next step and have this coming out party. And I don't know if it'll be, look, asking him to go win this game, that is a monumental task. Like, I'm not going to be sitting here on Monday ripping Taylor green if the game doesn't go well, because I'm not going to be done with him. Midway through the season last year, I'm listening to people talk about it's time to give somebody else a chance. You don't run away from a guy that has that kind of upside and is as good a human in terms of how he's coachable and how he takes instruction. I mean, this guy has a chance to do things that I don't know how many other guys in college football have his ceiling. And I don't think that's overstating it.
Scott said something mid-call there that I think is on the minds of a lot of Razorback fans. The 2 picks last week, when he said, want to make sure he doesn't revert back to some of the things he did last year. I think the 2 picks are what stick out in some people's minds. Now, unfortunately, you remember the 2 picks maybe more than the 10 touchdown passes. That's still a pretty good ratio. But I think that's maybe in the backs of people's minds what they wonder about. Look, both these quarterbacks are going to face a level of speed on the other side of the ball that maybe they've not seen. I know Ole Miss played a league game and Arkansas hasn't. So if there is an advantage, as Pittman said last night, that goes with them. But, whoever wins this game Saturday night, whether it's Green or Simmons or, Arkansas and Ole Miss, whichever side wins, that quarterback is going to be mentioned in every conversation when the discussion about the best quarterbacks in the SEC comes up. They're going to be involved in every one of those discussions. Nussmeier may be one. Arch will be in there, even though I don't know if he really should be. But the winner of this game, Saturday night, that quarterback is going to be in on every conversation about who the best in the league is.
What to Watch is brought to you by Macadoodles, just north of the state line in Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville. We'll go through game times here momentarily. They've been serving customers for 28 years with the best assortment of beer, wine, spirits, and a level of service that is unmatched. They've got a great collection of locally sourced microbrews and craft brews. Every purchase earns loyalty points, and more than 20,000 customers are already enjoying the rewards. Competitive pricing on all products. Friday through Sunday, you can enjoy the tasting bar with a variety of spirits. They've got wine tasting, open to close every day. Yesterday, Wednesdays, Wine Down Wednesday, 15% off every bottle of wine in the store. But it's the service that people keep coming back for. They love doing business with Macadoodles because how you get treated when you're there. They're going to help you find everything and then walk it out to your car so you don't have to carry it on your own if you're planning for a big get-together or anything like that. Macadoodles just north of the state line, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville. So we know this game, Arkansas Ole Miss, 6 o'clock, ESPN Saturday night. What do we have tonight for Thursday night football?
We got football.
We've got college game tonight. North Carolina State's at Wake Forest. That is at 6:30 on ESPN. Also, NFL action tonight. The Commanders at the Packers at 7:15 on Prime Video. And then as you look ahead, tomorrow there's an assortment of games. I invite you to join me in watching the New Mexico UCLA game at 9 o'clock tomorrow night on the Big Ten Network. And then as we look ahead to Saturday, the big game, Georgia, Tennessee, 2:30 ABC, Texas A&M, Notre Dame at 6:30 on NBC.
There you go.
You having people over tomorrow night for that game?
No, I will not.
Are you not?
Yeah, no.
What about give me real quick Saturday? I know we got tomorrow to
we'll do it again tomorrow.
Did you give Saturday games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like some more?
No. What's the 11 a.m. game?
Nothing.
I lost you for a minute.
Nothing good. Big noon kickoff.
I want to know what the 11 a.m. game is.
Big noon kickoff is Oregon Northwestern.
What's the line?
I'm sure I don't have it in front of me,
30?
but I'm sure it's Oregon by 1 million, and it's not enough, whatever it is. Clemson's at Georgia Tech. Oklahoma is at Temple.
That's 11 a.m. Clemson at Georgia Tech
at Alabama.
That's at 11 too.
Yeah. Again, if it's such a big deal, I feel like the Georgia Tennessee game should be at 11 a.m. if that's such a great time slot.
I'm just running right past that. Yeah. The Georgia Tech Clemson game.
Yes.
That's going to be a good game.
Clemson's a 3.5-point favorite in that one.
That's a must-win game.
That's
for Clemson.
a season wrecker for Clemson.
Would not surprise me at all if Georgia Tech wins the game.
I mean, if Georgia Tech wins that game,
I don't think Clemson's very good.
Could you run through all the games again, starting with tonight?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yep,
I'm
absolutely.
just kidding. It's 8:31. It's the Chuck and
Colgate's at Syracuse tomorrow night, 6 o'clock on the ACC Network.
Good morning.
Hey, guys. You're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
High school School sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Particularly in the South, I'm not sure there's a title that carries more weight than coach. Maybe preacher.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
he's basically Bobby Petrino out on the field, which a year ago he wasn't quite there. We have a lot of faith in Taylor Green, which we should. I think we've gotten better around him to help him out too.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I want to go back to this moment you had on the show last night.
Okay.
With Cory Robinson.
And what a moment it was.
I thought it was great. Cory Robinson had that big block against Arkansas State, and Chuck got right into it with the big left tackle.
And I thought he was going to try to shake me or, like, cut underneath, and I was like, oh, he looking at me like dead in my eye. So I knew he was going to try to go head up with me, and I was like, I got to run through him. And that was all I was thinking, is run through his face. That was all I thought.
Well, it looks kind of like you did that.
Boy, it was a lively atmosphere at Sam Pittman Live last night.
Winning is fun. Momentum's powerful. Gosh, if they can win Saturday night, think about how much fun it's going to be next week. So, I mean, that's just that's a good pick-me-up out there. I mean, it really is. And I know it's decidedly pro-Razorback, and every joke the head coach tells is the funniest joke the crowd's ever heard. And, I mean, it's a place like that, but you need that. I mean, you need that.
When you do a live show, if you're going to watch a live show, come ready to be engaged and excited about it. Like if you go watch a comedian and you're like, I'm going to make this person make me laugh.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You're the wrong person to be in the crowd.
You're right.
Go ready to laugh.
That's right.
It creates the environment and it makes it better. It helps the people up front do a better job. And that was a great, that just had such a, I mean, it sounds like I'm maybe overstating it, but I'm really not. I'm listening to it on the radio, and it's what it should be. It should be exciting about an exciting game coming up on Saturday night.
The one byproduct of the NIL era is players, when they're on camera or in front of a microphone now, think about what they're going to say, how they're going to say it, and how it affects their brand, quote unquote.
They realize it's part of their sort of job.
Take Xavier Sorey, for example. Pittman talked about this last night. He took him to SEC Media Days because when these guys go to the NFL, and Sorey's going to the NFL, and Robinson's going to the NFL, a big part of the draft process is the interview. When you are interviewed by the teams and they ask you everything under the sun about things you have no idea other people even know about, it helps you in that situation. It makes you more comfortable. To me, and I said this last night, my favorite part of doing that show has always been when the kid comes out there his first year and he's scared to death, and you have to tell him every single thing that you're going to do in the 15 or 20 minutes he's on the air. And then the second or third year, when they wave you off and go, I got it, man. And they're so confident. And I saw it with Sorey last night. We had him out there last year, and he was okay. But there's just the personal growth. I mean, you see that. It's the best part of the whole deal for me. And now we missed all that with Cory Robinson because Cory Robinson's a man now. We didn't get him when he was a freshman and he was scared. That's the thing that strikes me about a lot of these new players is the maturity level, the way they speak. They got good kids over there. I don't know how many games they're going to win, but they got good kids.
Well, and you mentioned it earlier in the show, older veteran-type guys, even though they haven't all been here the whole time. Like Cory Robinson, do you care
he's played 3 years. He started every game for Georgia Tech last year, or most of them.
In this league, and it was talked about in basketball a lot last year. Like there were a lot of veteran teams in this league in basketball. Cal talked a lot about that. And there's a lot of veteran guys on this team that have experienced things, maybe not all SEC plays, but they've experienced things, and they've got some mature players over there, which I think, look, I don't know how many games they're going to win either, but these are the kind of things that you need.
Well, you think about someone like Mike Washington, for example, great run, great back. He rushed for 8 touchdowns last year at New Mexico State. We knew about New Mexico State, but, he played 3 years at Buffalo. And he scored 10 touchdowns there. Omega Blake, for example, South Carolina, then Charlotte, then Arkansas. My point is these guys have played in games before. They've not played for us, but they've played in games. They've played in pressure situations. They've been on the road when everybody in the stadium's, calling them names and pulling against them. So I do think that has a chance to matter. Now, obviously, you got to go play well. But, particularly on the road Saturday night in a hostile environment, I'd rather go in with a bunch of first-year players who've played for somebody else and a bunch of first-year players who haven't played, because those are the guys that get eaten alive.
Jack is in Boonville. Jack, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, good morning. Chuck, I was wondering why the NCAA would allow Mississippi or anybody else to have a basketball goal on the sidelines. What's the deal with that? I mean, you know, you get that's a dangerous animal down there.
Well, they let him celebrate on the sidelines to keep him from celebrating in the end zone, is basically what they do. And so, I mean, you got gold chains, you got basketball goals, you got fur coats, you got all kinds of stuff over there. But the purpose of it all is to, you know, keep them from doing it in the end zone. Yeah.
It's a thing amongst the kids.
Yeah, that's right.
That's exactly right.
Thanks, Edward, for throwing that in.
All part of the fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't get to use that thing very often.
They got those rules about, you know, they don't want you to tear down the goalpost at the end of a game celebration and stuff. But I think I'd rather get hit in the head with a goalpost as I would one of those basketballs.
Well, I don't. I don't know. Excuse me.
I thought they would have banned that during the off season, but I saw the highlights of a game they played the other day, and they still had them out there. And
well, it's
I don't know what's going to stop them from bringing a rifle or something to the game and celebrating that way.
Well,
you know? I mean, it opens up a lot of cans.
I think that's not going to happen. They're not going to bring a rifle.
The basketball goal is an ad. We've had all kinds of things. Well, we have the belts. Got the chains.
The wrestling belts.
Fur
coats.
Yeah.
Bart. Trash cans.
What is Arkansas doing a belt?
I have no idea. I don't particularly care either what these teams do.
You know who's celebrate. You know who doesn't really fool with that stuff? DVH.
No.
That's just not. You say, why don't we just?
You don't see the home run.
Why don't we just mash and get back in the dugout and celebrate, and we don't have to worry about, you know, all these other antics and stuff. I mean, I'm not like, let them have fun, you know. Yeah. Some of this stuff.
What I mean is, it doesn't bother me.
You know,
it's part of the entertainment package, I think.
Yeah, team morale, and you know, everybody being excited for each other, all that kind of stuff. I just hope we don't see much of it on Saturday night.
I want to see our guys doing stuff like that.
If you can't make it to the game, if you're not going to Oxford, I'm telling you, one of the best atmospheres. If you want to go watch the game with people, go to a walk-ons. There's over 60 TVs. They'll have the sound up. They'll have the TV. The game will be on every TV. If there's another game that you want to watch, they'll figure out a way to get that off to the side for you. But you're not going to have a bad seat in the house for the Arkansas game, and you'll be able to hear it, and you'll be with a bunch of like-minded people. It's kind of like rooting for the Hogs, you know, at the game as close as you can get to it. And great food across the board, incredible service, and then ask for a Flight by Yingling. That'll top it all off. Flight by Yingling on draft. And wherever you go, ask for it. But tastes like a Yingling, 95 calories. It's the next generation of light beer. It's fantastic. They got it in a skinny can, 16-ounce resealable aluminum bottles you can take with you if you're tailgating and all that. Ask about Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer, where people are raising the bar. Man, Thursday, it's 8:45. This game can't get here fast enough.
No, you're right.
I mean,
travel tomorrow.
You're going to be headed to Oxford tomorrow. You staying in like a swanky Oxford hotel, or you guys staying in Memphis, or
Tupelo.
You staying in Tupelo?
Tupelo. That's the spot.
Birthplace of Elvis Presley.
That's right. That's exactly. Oh, that's why we're staying there, I'm sure.
Boy, do you get butterflies when you pull up to the game in the bus like a few hours beforehand?
It's cool to watch the fans.
Tailgating out there.
It's cool to watch the fans.
See the pageantry.
No, I'm not talking about their fans. I'm talking about our fans. It's cool to see our fans when they travel because they're waiting on the bus, and the band's generally there, and it's a nice welcome to the stadium. But I don't pay attention to the other people.
It's 8:46. The Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
I'm amazed at the number of people who think they're smart.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It's stunning to hear every 20 minutes a child is diagnosed with a critical illness. But we can help. Grant life-changing wishes with Waiters for Wishes and the Razorback men's basketball team. It's Tuesday, September 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Walk-Ons in Fayetteville. This private ticketed event lets you take photos, get autographs, challenge your favorite hog to a pop-a-shot, and bid on silent auction items, all benefiting Make-A-Wish Mid-South. Tables are limited and going fast, so reserve yours today at midsouth.wish.org.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. If you need to replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use the professionals to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best option for your home. Visit gopaschal.com and with just a few clicks, see how much you can save with the Paschal Price Check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Football season's here, and Flight by Yuengling is the light beer built for game days. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's a light beer, and only 95 calories. Flight raises the bar for what a light beer should be, and now it comes in a 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle and skinny cans. Perfect for tailgates, watch parties, or just kicking back after the game. Pick it up at your favorite store or ask your bartender. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds, make the right call.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Are your gutters ready for fall? Leaves are coming, and that means it's time to protect your home. At Hogtroff Gutters, they install high-quality leaf guards that actually work. Don't waste money on the cheap guards from big box stores that clog up, and don't get stuck paying triple the price with those big national companies. With Hogtroff, you get the best of both worlds: professional installation, premium aluminum, and stainless steel guards, as well as a 20-year warranty. Give them a call today to schedule your free inspection, or visit hoggutters.com.
So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
when you see the bubble, does that mean they're texting you, or does it just mean they're texting?
No, it means they're texting you.
Because sometimes you'll see the bubble and then they'll think, no, I guess I don't want to say that.
It's like when I text you at night, good night, I'm thinking about you, Chuck, I love you. And I see the bubble come on and then it goes off.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Breaking news, Chuck.
Yes.
September 23rd, Tuesday morning, we're doing the show at Big Creek Country Club. I've got the Big Creek shirt on right now. We're doing the show at the Big Creek Country Club.
Bam, bam.
Mountain Home, 6 to 9 a.m. Then Bart's debut of Breaking 90 in the state of Arkansas.
Break 90 tour?
The Break 90 tour. He's going to be tired having coming off the Pullman Invitational.
Open.
What? It's not an invitational. It's not open either.
It is an invitational, but we call it the Open. I didn't make the rules.
So Bart's got his big family golf tournament the weekend before. He's already complaining about it. He's going to be tired and all this stuff. But we're going to do the show from 6 to 9 at the Big Creek Country Club. Come one, come all. And then Bart's tour begins. Breaking 90. Bart Breaking 90. Presented by Flight by Yingling.
All right. That sounds great.
Yeah. So
I'm looking forward to that.
We'll have plenty of Flight. If you want to come out and come watch the show 6 to 9, and then we're gonna go out there and see if Bart. We're gonna video it. We're gonna have Bart mic'd up for all the swearing, and then we'll put out a reel of Bart's adventure. We won't show the rest of us unless it looks good.
This might need to be like a full YouTube video experience. Like a full.
I mean, we're going to do the best we can. You're the production director, so you tell me how.
I wish I was there to film it.
Well, we might have to figure that out.
Yeah.
We might have to figure that out. We may have the first show ever where you're also offsite.
I don't know about that.
Wow.
Look on Edward's face like, yikes.
Nobody in the studio?
Nope. Well, we can't. I don't know
if that's possible.
I don't know.
To be completely honest.
Hey, we do want to mention it's 9/11 today. And, it's something that, and given the events of yesterday, we're reminded once again of what the heroes of our country fight for every day and how they put themselves on the line. And that's a memory that we never want to forget. And I know a lot of people doing special type things today. Like, if you're in the CrossFit community, they have a big event on 9/11 where you're marching a bunch of stairs. It's Patriot Day. It's also National School Picture Day. Remember those?
I do remember them.
Remember?
Yes. Put on your best Razorback shirt.
Did your mom ever buy them, or did she send them back every time?
No, we always bought them, I think.
I want to see those. I want to see Chuck's.
They've been all thrown away, I think, Edwin.
It's also National Make Your Bed Day. Do you guys make your bed?
Yeah. Well,
that's a dead silence.
That's a staff thing, Staff does that. You know how it is.
I mean, my gosh, Chuck, yours can't be much to make up. You just kind of peel it back and pull it back.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Whoa. Yes. Bart, you make your bed?
Yes.
Yeah. Every day.
Do you make it before you come in here or after you get home?
Usually before I get here.
We'll try and do better tomorrow. Have a great Thursday. Chuck and Bo Show. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. And members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee. And for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
The Razorback Raffle is back. This raffle is a new and exciting way to support Razorback athletics, whether you're inside Razorback Stadium or calling the Hogs anywhere in the great state of Arkansas. Our inaugural raffle jackpots grew to nearly $500,000 last spring. Now you can be our next big winner, even if you're not in the stadium. Get your raffle ticket purchased to have a chance to win big right now at RazorbackRaffle.com.
Arkansas's one-stop auto